And woo, woo, woo,
Yeah.
woo. Welcome back to another episode of Convos with Your Mom's Favorites with hosts Moe and Greg. I am Moe.
I am Greg.
And we are back.
Yes,
We
sir.
are back
Yes, sir.
with another episode for who?
For the people.
For the people. Uncle G, how are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I am doing great.
Yes.
I am doing great.
Yes.
Life has never been busier, but I am
You tell
not
me about
complaining.
it. I'm not me neither.
I am
Me
not
neither.
complaining.
And even when not even complaining, I used to tell people all the time, I said, look, I ain't complaining. I'm just explaining.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know, life is
good.
it's good. It's never been busier, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I think I've mentioned this before, but you don't realize until you actually work in TV how much TV you no longer get to watch.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
Especially when you are like me and you work in the news.
Uh-huh.
And with all that is currently going on in like just the world.
Yeah.
I've been at work more than a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm at work more than I'm home.
Yeah, when you said that they kind of like increased your hours, I was like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
There's a
out
lot
there.
going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
So, which is great.
Which is good for you.
because that just means that the work is there, the money is there,
Yeah.
the money is coming in, and that is not a problem for me currently.
At all. I hear you, dude. I hear you.
And it's even great because a lot, it's been like the summertime, so news anchors are like going on vacation and the whole, and it's September, so a lot of them that's all about to end, so they're about to be like back, so it's like we about to just keep going.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, man, it's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing at all. I mean, it is in the sense of this podcast because, like I said, I don't have as much free time as I once did
to do that.
To watch content and keep up with content and what is current and everything that is going on in the spaces.
Yeah.
Which is why we're gonna wing it part 2 because I got nothing.
Yeah, me neither. I got nothing.
I got nothing, man. So
Title.
right.
We got
nothing. We got nothing, man. I did watch. Have you been watching Ahsoka? I gotta stop. I've been saying Ahsoka, but that can get confusing to people. It's Ahsoka because Ahsoka is the WWE superstar.
Oh, okay. hence the confusion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I gotta call the name correctly. It's Ahsoka. On Disney Plus, starring Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
And Ray Stevenson, rest in peace. And there are 3 episodes out now.
Yes. Yep. The third episode.
Let's just start off with the bad before we get to the good.
Okay.
Why has it been shorter than the last?
Really, they're doing the. See, I have not watched it yet. So, but we can still talk about it.
Yeah.
But I have not watched it yet. But they're doing that again.
Yeah, the first episode was 56 minutes. The second episode was 44 minutes.
Yeah.
And this most recent episode was like 36 minutes.
That boggles my mind that they do that and that they do that.
Yeah.
Not just with that show, but with other shows. I'm looking at the time. I'm like, wait a minute, the times are different. And I'm saying to myself, what is this? I don't get it.
It's almost as if these were movies, but you just didn't feel comfortable dropping like a 4-hour movie in theaters. That's almost what it feels like watching pretty much everything on Disney Plus lately.
Yeah, lately.
Everything on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
It's like these were all movies that
They cut them up.
they cut up because for some of them, like 2 hours or 2.5 hours would not have been enough to completely tell the story and have it make sense.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like a complete,
Yeah. No,
it doesn't feel.
And I'm sitting there thinking, well, when they first started doing that, I thought, well, maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know. I didn't get it. But then after I started monitoring the times.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at time like, wait a minute, that episode was shorter than the other episode. That episode was longer than the other episode. And I'm sitting there looking at it, I'm like, well, Why are they doing it like
I
that?
have no clue.
Oh, okay.
No
I thought-
clue.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was just me.
Yeah, but this one seems to follow a strict pattern and episode telling because it's like, even for like from the very beginning, it's like opener, some storyline, large action scene, end of the episode.
Okay.
Like the second one, it's following that same formula.
pattern.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just some storyline where pushing the storyline forward a little bit, large action scene, set up for the next episode, credits.
Gotcha. Now, question is that working?
I mean, yeah, I'm not invested, right?
Okay.
Because I never watched any of the Clone Wars.
Okay. Yeah, see, me neither. I didn't, and maybe that's why, like you, I'm not invested. And so even though I want to watch it, and I keep saying I'm going to watch it because of Rosario Dawson is in it, and I'm a fan, and I'm really interested to see what she did. Well, I know going from the past episodes where she's done the role, I liked it, and so I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna watch it. I just have not watched it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely going to, but again, because of Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
How is she in it?
She's good.
Yeah,
She's good.
see?
You know, of course she's good. But they show a lot, you know, and I'd probably be enjoying this a lot more, like I said just now, if I watched the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Because this is tying into that.
And and I did not watch the Clone Wars, and now because it's gotten so long, I'm like, I don't know if I want to sit through all of that.
Right. It's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm like
yeah, you know, that's just a lot of TV to have to just catch up on and watch. Just to, you know, it'd be interesting because I just am intrigued as to why her lightsabers are white.
Okay. What does white symbolize? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Because I know when she started, her lightsaber was not white. Mm-hmm. Like when she was first being trained as a Jedi, her lightsaber wasn't white.
What was it?
It was like, I think it was green.
Okay.
It was either green or blue. When she started. But she now has, you know, the dual white lightsabers. I'm also intrigued as to why one of the hilts is longer than the other.
Wow.
All things probably explained.
Yeah.
In the you know, in the series that I did not watch. But yeah. And I would like for them to tell me where she's been since Order 66.
Since when?
Order 66.
What do you mean?
Order 66, when Palpatine execute Order 66, kills all the Jedis.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Anakin trained her.
I got you. Yeah.
So
yeah,
I know I did see the episode in which we know how she survived Order 66.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because that was in Tales of the Jedi. But Anakin made sure that she just could defeat anybody. Like, put her in a room with like mad stormtroopers and was like, defend yourself. And so when Order 66 happened, because of his training, that's how she survived.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, no problem.
But where has this been? Now, I do understand that the Clone Wars is when Ahsoka was introduced as a character. She wasn't canon initially.
She became, so somewhere along the line, she became canon. I guess.
Like when the Clone Wars happened, it was when she was first introduced to the rest of us. And I was like, okay, cool. Introducing a character that you don't see in, 5 through 9. 5 through 9.
Okay.
Like, you don't think she could have helped with any of that stuff? Like, none of it at all?
We're saving her.
Like, and because of watching The Mandalorian, we know she knows Luke.
Yeah.
So where were you?
Yeah.
Where are you?
But does she know who Luke is?
Yes, because they in one of the most recent seasons of The Mandalorian, she comes to help train Grogu.
Yes.
Like,
I remember
so
that.
they're there. They have conversation.
Because I know even on Disney, they had a outline of where you could see her before this. In other words, what episodes, they even had it outlined to the point where what episodes of The Mandalorian, and what episodes of, there's another, that something else that she's in, where she's introduced that, I think even in the Clone Wars, and what episode she's appearing in there, and so on and so forth, so that you can kind of like, I guess, kind of like piece that together. If you were interested enough to do that you could piece that together, who she is, where she came from, blah blah blah. And don't they? And again, I don't really mind the spoiler, but even with this one, don't they already? They kind of explain her connection to Darth Vader, or does she? Don't, because I think in the previews, if I remember correctly, I saw some Hayden Christensen scenes.
Yeah, because again, Anakin is the one who trained Ahsoka. Yeah, he trained her.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So
Okay. And then, because I remember hearing one of the things they say, well, does she know what happened to him? I think somebody asked her, or somebody was talking to somebody else, and they said, I wonder if she knows what eventually
what happens
to him.
But you don't think, you trained her.
Yeah.
If she's not dead, because she, meets Luke later once he's, more of a boss Jedi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't think,
she meets,
that's somebody who you could have called?
Yeah, for real.
To help fight the Emperor? And then once, you find out Palpatine is back with Rey and Finn and all of them, you don't think again she's someone you call?
That you would call.
You would call for that? Like,
She
it's kind of those situations, right? Seem like an all hands on deck kind of thing.
Yeah, that any Jedi that might be remaining or close by, you would be tapping into that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like red alert.
Yeah.
Calling all Jedi.
Yeah.
Calling all Jedi.
Any remaining
Jedi. We need your help right now.
Yeah.
Why wasn't she in Kenobi?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Obi-Wan knows right now.
Wait a minute, wasn't she in Kenobi?
She might have been in Kenobi. I don't remember Kenobi.
Yeah, I think she.
All I remember is the last fight scene in Kenobi, which was actually my favorite part of that whole series.
Was it Darth Vader?
Yeah, when he fought, that was just incredible.
That was incredible. I'm like, what's taking them so long to do the next series, the next season of that? Yeah, that was nuts.
The writer's strike, Uncle Greg. And now the actor's strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
It's still a thing.
Oh, that thing. That old chestnut.
Yeah. But it's all right.
But you're enjoying it.
I mean, I'm not hating it.
Yeah. Okay, good.
They're not taking too long. Like, somebody's fighting with a lightsaber every episode, so I'm not mad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a little disappointing, though, because I really like Ray Stevenson's bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember his name at the moment, but it is upsetting.
Oh, he died?
Yes, he died.
Okay. So, think they might just replace... If the bad guy was good, was good, or was getting fans, do you think they might just replace him and get somebody else?
They probably will.
Yeah.
And it's early enough where it though he's doing a great job, it's early enough where it won't be as bad. Like, it won't be like trying to replace Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther, right? Like, it'll be like replacing Andy Whitfield in Spartacus, the first season of Spartacus.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that other guy did good too. I don't remember his name. I think it's like Liam something. Who did the rest of Spartacus? He was good. That was a good show.
Yeah, that was a good show. It
was graphic.
Very.
Just
very graphic.
Very graphic, but it was a good show.
Yeah. I always told people when they watched it, I said, look, let me tell you something. If you're kind of like squeamish about certain things, it's not the show for you. But it's a good show, but it's not for everybody. Yeah.
Just quick sidebar. I understand now why they say no straws for a week. That would have been painful just now a week ago.
Oh.
That would have been painful just now a week ago. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I ain't going to hold you. That was a little painful just now.
Really?
I get why they say no straws for a week. Okay. I understand it now.
Why don't they want you to use a straw?
I guess
because
just
of
the
way
function of how you
how
use
you
a straw.
drink. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
That hurt?
Yeah, that hurt a little. I get it. I get it.
Okay.
But yeah, I watched Ahsoka. You know, I'm intrigued to see what's gonna happen. You know, I'm intrigued to find out more about the Mandalorian Jedi girl. Mm-hmm. She's from the Clone Wars too.
Yeah.
She's Ahsoka's Padawan.
Padawan. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm interested in how that's gonna play because apparently there were more Mandalorian Jedi. So, that's a story.
Yeah, that's a story
I would like to see.
Yeah, that's a story I'd like to see. Yeah,
like
definitely.
There's more Mandalorian Jedi.
Yeah.
Please, tell me more.
Tell that one. Tell that one.
And I guess again they can't because the writers and actors strike. But I can't wait for that Old Republic show.
Which one?
There's a show where there's a Star Wars show coming out where the Jedi are at their prime. When the Jedi were at their prime.
Oh wow!
And there were very strict Jedi rules, like pre Yoda, that whole thing,
really, pre
Yoda,
okay, yeah.
when the Jedi when they ran things.
Let me ask you a question, and this just popped into my head while we're dealing with all these, and you're maybe a little bit more knowledgeable about the Star Wars lore than me.
Uh-huh.
How come Mace Windu isn't getting to play?
You know who else asked that question?
Who?
Sam Jackson.
It just popped into my head. It's like, wait a minute. How come with all the Jedis out there, man, getting their own play, getting their own storyline? Mm-hmm. How come? What's up? Why? How come Mace Windu ain't getting a Windu? Why?
I would watch Windu.
I would watch that. I would
watch Windu.
I would watch that. Definitely.
Absolutely. And if we're being honest, though it's too late now, because unless he was laid up somewhere, we didn't actually know that he died.
Oh, get out!
Just because Greg, all he did was get electrocuted and shot out of a window. That doesn't automatically mean death.
Oh, come on, we saw that happen.
Darth Maul was cut in half, and he is not dead.
And we saw that. We seen worse stuff than that happen with John Wick.
Hello, and he's human. And he's human.
And he would get up and kind of shake it off,
and he'd just walk it off like nothing happened. Absolutely.
So why not waste?
Why not?
Why not?
We need more Mace Windu, especially given why. I always love hearing the story of why Sam Jackson got a purple lightsaber. Mm-hmm. Because all the other colors mean something. Mm-hmm. Sam Jackson got a purple lightsaber because Sam Jackson wanted a purple lightsaber and they gave it to him. It don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing, but
they just didn't tell him no, so he got a purple lightsaber.
He's Sam
Jackson.
Yeah.
He's Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
And you gonna tell him no?
Give that man a purple lightsaber.
Exactly. Give that man. He want a what? Give it to him.
Give it to him.
And make sure it's the right shade of purple.
That's right.
Don't piss him off.
Don't make him mad.
Don't piss him off, and give that man the right shade.
The right shade of purple.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But we sitting there talking, and it just literally just popped into my head. I said, wait a minute. How come we ain't had a Mace Windu series yet?
It's a very good question.
That's a good question.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Because I'd watch that.
Yeah, we'd watch that.
I'd watch that in a heartbeat.
And I'm sure there's a lot of other people that would watch that.
Absolutely.
So while you're telling all these other Star Wars tales, let's get that going. Let's get that story. Let's get that going. Where did he come from? What was his claim to fame? Who trained him?
Why is he the only black Jedi?
There you go.
Huh? Why is he the only black Jedi?
There you go.
Explain that to me, huh? Huh?
Yeah. Come on.
That might explain why there's no show.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyway,
all right, I'm sorry.
Something for y'all to think about.
I'm sorry. It's the shirt. Channeling my inner Huey. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I got it.
Oh man. You know what else I've been watching, catching up on too? Godfather of Harlem. I know you don't watch it because you don't really care for Forrest Whitaker.
No, I'm not a big Forrest Whitaker fan, but I kind of like been meaning because it's lasted as long as it has. I've kind of been meaning to go back and maybe give it a watch.
That show was really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That show was really good, and because he's in it, Giancarlo Esposito's in it.
Oh,
and he's playing.
Are they working together or separate? Are they
depending on the episode?
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, depending on the episode, because he's playing Powell, not Colin, the other one. Not Colin Powell. Who's the other Powell? Senator Powell. Who's the other Powell? Not Colin Powell.
Who's playing the senator?
Giancarlo Esposito.
Get out of here!
Yeah,
really?
He's playing. I need his name though.
I can't think.
In like the 70s, like Colin Powell around the same time with like Malcolm X, and
I am drawing a.
Oh man,
blank.
why can't I?
You just watched it.
I just watched it. All right, he's playing. But yeah,
is it good?
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. And my man, what's my guy's in it? Kingpin is in it.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. No, I can't think of his name.
But yeah, I promise you, I'm gonna get better with names.
Yeah,
of people and just things. Yeah. Speaking of which, you saw Mitch McConnell saw death again from across the room.
Dude, that's messed up.
Like, now, this has nothing to do with anything at all. But since we're on the subject of senators, every time, like, when it first happened, I said, yo, that's instantly what popped in my head. Like, the way that man froze, I said, yo, he saw death across the room and got shook.
That's messed up.
And then it happened again yesterday.
It's like, if I be real still,
he'll go away. He'll go away.
He's like, don't move. Anybody.
Don't move.
Don't move.
They got it. Don't move.
Don't look back there. Don't look back there.
Don't do it.
Oh, dude. This made me think, when you said that, it made me think of this. I just watched, maybe a lot, and you know what? I don't get scared from horror movies.
Okay.
But this one, this new one.
Talk to Me?
Talk to Me.
Is it good? I keep hearing it's good.
Oh my God. That mess had me. I was sitting in the living room. This is like late. I'm watching it late at night, and I'm going like, oh. I was dying.
Oh, see, that's good.
That was scary. It was really, really scary. And yeah.
Awesome.
It's scary, but then at the same time, it gets on your nerves. But I guess, the premises is, again, you got these young guys, these young teenagers, too much time on their hands, doing a whole bunch of teenage crazy stuff. But one of the things they do, they get hold of a dead man's hand. And what happens is that they never really go into detail as to how this hand is possessed or anything like that. But you can use it to summon demons, to summon the dead. And then not only that, but to invite the dead to possess you for a little while. But once you break the spell, it's supposed to leave you. And so what you have to do, you have to grab the dead man's hand, and when you grab it, it grabs you back. See, that in and of itself.
Nah, I'm good.
That in and of itself was enough for me. I
bet you.
If I watch somebody else do it, guarantee you.
I bet you it was that color.
Huh?
I bet you everybody in that movie was that color.
The one girl who really got shook over this thing was one of us, man.
That's not an accurate depiction.
Yeah, see,
that's not an accurate depiction of us.
Nah, because we that is not.
They can't kill us all.
No,
it's an accurate depiction of how we would handle these situations.
She asked after she saw what it did to one of the people that was in the room. She wanted it. She was like, I want to go next.
No,
I would have been like,
sit down,
sit down. You stop it.
Sit down right now.
Where's my?
We don't do this. We don't do this.
And it's so funny. You grab the hand and you say, talk to me. And they grab your hand. Now the first thing you do, see, because this is why I wouldn't. The first thing you do is you look across the room, and sitting at the table with you, you see the dead person. And it's always somebody random or some random spirit that just shows up. And you see what they look like, and they're usually all jacked up, and you're sitting there like, it's the first thing you, and nobody else can see it but you. And so your first reaction, everybody's like, and they back up from it. But then they see, if I was able to back up from it, I'm not doing it again because I saw it and I know it's there. And I'm like, matter of fact, I'm leaving the house because I'm going home.
And I'm burning the house and the hand. Everything is being burned.
And so she does it again. Now, in order to get it to come in, you tell it after you say, talk to me, then you give it permission. You say, all right, come into me. And then it comes into you and that's when you really start acting crazy. And because the demon is now inside of you and doing what demons do and make you do a whole bunch of crazy stuff and say a whole bunch of crazy stuff. And then what happens, they time you. And then you're not supposed to have it inside you for more than 90 seconds, I think it is. And then they break the spell and it supposedly leaves you. Well, there's one girl, a black girl. She goes, and see what happens, because what happens is that, and I guess this is really jacked up about, and it says a lot about our culture. They get addicted to that. That's what blew my mind, is that they literally got addicted to it, and they were like, everybody wanted to keep doing it. Yeah, I'm like, go do a drug.
Right, just
don't play
coke.
with that. Don't play with that kind of stuff. Do drugs.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
and they kept doing it, and everybody wanted to do it. Some of them were doing it multiple times. There's one guy who had a really jacked up experience. He came right back. The same night. Matter of fact, it was the same night. Yes. The demon had him kissing a dog. I mean, literally, like tongue kiss.
I'm good.
Yeah. Mm. So it's like, but it was just really weird, that whole concept. That was the concept that really is like, after you've seen what this thing would do to you, it's like you keep going back. And I kept saying that, and then it came to me, it's like, you know what? They are actually addicted to that. And that just goes to show you, and that's like, wow, that's a sad commentary on our culture that we will just get addicted to anything, man. As long as it make us forget or feel better than we might have been feeling a couple of minutes before. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
It's also a social commentary on the messed up state of just the world in general.
Yes, in general, man.
In general.
And so I enjoyed the movie because of those points. So it wasn't just your standard horror possession kind of movie, and it actually had like some kind of little commentary. Like, you know what, we are so jacked up that
we're willing to be possessed.
We're willing to. Willingly. Not, usually you see somebody get possessed is by accident. They opened up something. They took something. They went into a wrong room. Now these kids was like, come inside.
Nah, I'm straight.
Nah, I was good. And what it really happens is that the one girl, her little brother, who wasn't even supposed to be there, I want to try it. And they're like, no, you can't try it. Like, I want to try it. Let me try it. And so eventually, what did they do?
And he the one that the demon don't leave.
Oh, yeah. He was the one that the demons jacked him up.
They said, ooh, fresh meat.
Yeah. They were like,
because if you look at all of the possession stuff and what you need and things like that, they always either get a child or a virgin.
Yeah.
And preferably both. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to bring me a child and a virgin, we about to have a field day.
Oh, yeah.
We going to have a field day with my man right here.
Oh, man. And they jacked him up, man. They was not leave and would not leave
Of course.
They was like,
Gotta
nope.
go CPS on the parents
Yeah.
and the child. But like, y'all unfit.
Yeah.
Unfit to be parents. All of you.
All of you.
All of you. Unfit
Yeah.
parents
Yeah.
are what you are.
But yeah, that I watched that one day and I was like, oh God, this is hot. I was like, I was in the living room like yelling because I was like, oh, like hiding my.
Yeah, I like movies like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I don't have to pray after I'll finish watching your movie, then you haven't. It's not a good movie to me.
Yeah, you might have to whisper a prayer after.
That's cool. Oh no, I don't whisper. No, I don't whisper.
Yeah, you might have to be. You might have to utter some.
I say it
prayers.
loud because I need there to be no confusion of who I'm talking to and what it is I need. I don't whisper that prayer. I might whisper a few here and there, but if your movie makes me have to pray afterwards, you ain't no whisper in that one.
You won't be whispering.
Be like, hey, Jesus, I'm talking to you, and you alone.
Anybody else in the room?
Anybody else? Stop listening.
Who might be listening. This ain't for you.
This is not for you. This is not for you.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I've been meaning to watch too, and I gotta watch. Speaking of Jesus, just made me reminded. There was one that had the church people in the uproar. It's on Hulu.
Oh, is it on Hulu or is it on Netflix?
I keep seeing it on Hulu. It might be on both.
Are you talking about Jesus, the Jesus Revolution?
No.
Oh, that's on Netflix.
Okay.
I know. What's the one on Hulu?
It's a movie with it's Michael and Lucifer. It tells a story of when Lucifer was cast out.
No, I didn't even know about that one. What's the name of it?
I can't remember if.
Did you watch? You haven't watched?
No,
it
I
yet?
haven't watched it yet.
Okay,
but I was intrigued because he was cast out, and then what happens? Lucifer was cast out, and then there's a conversation between Lucifer and Michael, and then there's a cult trying to free Lucifer from his prison, and they do it, and they kill a priest, and in his last dying breath, the priest says, "Michael, possess my body to stop this." And he does. Michael possesses his body, and then there's like a war after that. That's basically what the trailer showed.
No, I didn't know.
Church people was upset.
Really?
Yeah, they was upset.
Why was they upset?
Blasphemy. You can't do that you can't, you can't have that. No, you can't have that.
Yeah.
They was like real upset. Tried to get the movie canceled and everything. Like,
really?
Yeah.
No.
Tried to
It's
get
on Hulu?
Yeah, it's on Hulu.
I'm sorry, y'all, but now I gotta go watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely planning on watching it. But yeah,
Sorry,
they tried to get the movie. They tried to get it canceled.
No.
Yeah, it actually came out in theaters. It didn't do well.
I totally missed that one. And usually I'm like when they're trying to cancel, when people are trying to cancel something, I'm usually up on it. But I missed that one. Yeah. Oh snap! Okay.
And speaking of things that should be canceled, Disney. Let's wrap it up.
Which one?
All of it.
The whole Disney thing?
The live action?
Oh.
Let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Let's wrap it up.
What? Why? What are they doing now?
Because due to all the controversy surrounding Snow White and
and then the Little Mermaid before that. Yeah.
Well, no, Little Mermaid did good.
Yeah. No, Little Mermaid did well, but when it started out with the controversy.
And not even so much the controversy. They've all pretty much been flops.
Yeah, pretty much.
The slew of live-action Disney movies,
with the exception of The Little Mermaid,
have been flops.
Yeah.
So please stop.
Yeah.
Because now I read earlier today, Jennifer Lawrence is thinking about playing a live-action Tinkerbell. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to see it.
I'm not going to watch that. I'm not
going to see it. I'm not going to see Snow White. So don't even have to worry about me trying to figure that out.
Nah, I'm not watching Snow.
Because I got thoughts and opinions on that too, but I'm keeping them to myself.
Yeah, I'm not watching Snow White.
Not watching Snow White. I'm not. I I haven't seen The Little Mermaid yet.
Yeah.
But
you know
again,
what? After all my postulating and talking about The Little Mermaid, I still have not seen it.
yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
I have not seen it.
I might give it a shot, maybe.
I mean,
once it hits Disney.
Yeah, once I, yeah.
Once it hits Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But
I still have not seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Sad to
If
say.
I'm being honest. Like I said, from the beginning, I had no desire to see
I know
this movie.
I was the one. I really
I
talked it
did
up.
come on this podcast and say I was going to watch it.
Yeah.
But
And
probably
just
not.
Did not do it.
Probably not. Because again, I don't want to.
Yeah. There was always something else to do.
If we're being honest, I didn't really care to see Barbie.
Oh, you did go see it, but yes,
No,
you did.
no, I haven't seen Barbie.
Oh,
You had
no?
to see Barbie. No.
See, no, I did not think Barbie would do as well. And the only reason I told you before, the only reason I wanted to see it anyway was because Margot Robbie was in it.
Yeah.
And that's,
I mean, it's currently Warner Brothers' highest grossing movie ever.
I know. Yeah.
I'm so glad you were sitting here.
Why?
Like everything is just popping in my head. Questions left and right.
See?
So glad you were sitting here. But on that last topic, Disney, wrap it up. Nobody cares about the live action. Like they're not good.
Yeah,
they haven't been good. So just wrap it up. Just quit while you're ahead.
Yeah.
And just go back to putting movies in a vault and then releasing like diamond editions like you did back in the day in a cartoon that just made you millions and millions of dollars again every time you released a movie.
Yeah.
But yes, I had a question because when I saw that Barbie was Warner Brothers' highest grossing film, of course, they put the top three.
Mm-hmm. Who were the top three?
How in the hell did Aquaman get $1 billion at the global box office?
The first one?
Yes.
Oh, well, actually, no, I'm sorry. The first,
Well, of course, the second one ain't out yet.
Yeah, I was going to say there's only been one.
There's only been one.
To date, there's only been one. I don't know.
Because it's Barbie, Harry Potter, Aquaman.
Which Harry Potter? The first one?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember.
And Aquaman?
And Aquaman
I'm surprised.
are Warner Brothers' top three highest grossing films to date.
I am surprised.
I saw that. I said, how did Aquaman
get the top three? It was good. No, you know what? I mean, it was good. The first
Greg,
one. The first
Matrix was good.
No. Matrix was incredible. No, the Matrix was incredible. Aquaman was good. It was really, really I really enjoyed it. I thought, and I'll be honest with you, when I saw it in the theaters, I went to see it in the theaters, and I really thought, I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna need something to keep me awake. I'm gonna go to sleep on this. It's gonna be boring. I mean, it's gonna be, and plus it was because it's gonna be like a lot of it was gonna be underwater. I'm thinking it's gonna be dark, and I'm gonna go in here and with a seat laid back, I'm going to sleep. I did not sleep on that movie at all. It wasn't as good as now. So don't slap me for making this blasphemous comment. But that was their Black Panther, or introducing you to Atlantis, just like the Black Panther. Finally, they introduced us to Wakanda. And all the stuff that was in Wakanda, this introduced us to Atlanta. And I always was interested to see how they would play that in the movies.
I didn't think they did a good job at it.
No, but it was better than I thought.
I thought they did crazy enough. If we're talking about like an Atlantis type city,
Yeah.
I thought Wakanda Forever did a better job at introducing us to an underwater civilization than Aquaman.
I would, but you know what? But here's the thing: they already had Aquaman. What they did in Aquaman to draw from. You see what I'm saying? They already had that to draw from.
I don't think Ryan Coogler needed it, but
yeah. But they already don't get it twisted. They improved upon it, and they definitely made it a lot better. So I'm really interested to see if they made any improvements in the second Aquaman, but we're never going to see that. That's going in the vaults.
I'm not, because what's the point?
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even
James Gunn is
matter.
redoing everything, so what's the point?
It doesn't even matter at this point.
Aquaman 2 is going to come out. Great.
Who cares?
Awesome.
I'm at that. That's where I'm at with that now. I don't even care. So it's like, where were we at with that. So it was good. The first Aquaman was good. I am still no. Don't get it twisted. I am still surprised that it made number 3, or if it was even in the top 200.
I'm surprised it made $1 billion.
It made $1 billion.
It made $1 billion.
I can't
at the global box office.
I don't.
How did Aquaman make $1 billion?
It's no account. You know what? It's no accounting for taste. It's like people like what they like, man. It's like you can't. Yeah, I would have never.
Now, my mother did bring up a very valid point when I brought up this argument the other day. I'm almost sure that a good 60 to 70% of that funds was just for people coming to see Jason Momoa without a shirt in theaters.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Because let's be honest, he is a sex symbol.
Yeah. No, I got you.
So people. What you mean? Is Jason Momoa coming out of a waterfall with no shirt on?
Yeah. And same thing with Barbie. I mean, if anybody but Margot Robbie was playing Barbie, I guarantee you that would not be a date night movie. Men would not be going to see that, and men are going to see it.
Yeah,
because they're going. Of course, they're using the illusion of taking their daughters and their significant others and their wives, but they're going to see Margot Robbie. If anybody else had done the role, and that's probably why they campaigned even to get her, because if anybody else had done the role, it probably would have done well, but it would not have been no like $1 billion movie. It wouldn't be number 1 no, it wouldn't have done that well. But because it's her and she's the hot actress these days. Yeah,
I know, because people keep saying they want her to play Susan Storm, and I don't.
No, I don't want to see her as Susan Storm. She's a little...
I don't want to know anyone in the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
In the same sense that the next James Bond, I don't want to know who that is. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody really knew Daniel Craig before he was James Bond.
No. Yeah.
Nobody really knew.
I mean, even though he was making movies and everything,
but it was
his claim to fame.
His claim to fame is being James Bond.
He made it work. He made it work for him.
Same with what's his name? James Bond before him. What's the guy's name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh gosh. Yeah, see? I can't even remember his name now. He's done.
Doesn't matter. But even him, like, I don't want to know who's like, which is why I appreciate what James Gunn is doing and starting from scratch and getting like lesser known actors to build upon in his roles. Mm-hmm. Like his, instead of getting the people who we know already,
But it's interesting because that's kind of like how the whole Marvel thing. Marvel was taking actors who, even though we knew them, but they were not as they became big after they made these movies. And
not
now,
anymore.
Now
is everybody.
Yeah, and then it became.
You want to be in a movie
Marvel,
too?
Yeah.
Come on. We can find something to do with you.
I don't know.
We can find something to do with you.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You want to be in it too? Let's go.
Come on.
Let's go. We got you.
How about your friend?
No problem. Your friend want to be in it? All right. Come on. We got you. We got you.
Yeah. I don't know. Aquaman, I'm at a loss. I couldn't even explain to you. I mean, but even with Jason Momoa with his shirt off, I was like, all right, but how many? It's like that many people wanted to see that.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure it contributed a lot, because again, I'm sure it contributed a lot, but it's just like
$1 billion.
$1 billion?
$1 billion. $1 billion. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
I had no idea that it did that well.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Congratulations, I guess. Congratulations. Oh, one more thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
One more thing. I'm just, thank you for just letting these just flow through. It's back to Star Wars, right?
Yes.
Because in a recent interview, Liam Neeson, who played Qui-Gon Jinn in episode one, because he died. He died. Also, I did see a funny meme of like Liam Neeson with like this like angry look on his face. and it was like Ghost Liam Neeson, and it was like when you look and see someone else get stabbed in the stomach and survive. But I'm like, because even my dad brought that up. Dad, he was like, "Oh, so you don't just a lightsaber through your body just doesn't do it anymore?"
Nah,
it doesn't do it anymore.
Nah, unless you're Liam Neeson,
right? Like just the old laws just don't apply because you could just heal from everything.
Nah, John Wick.
Apparently so. Apparently so. But he said that it is the Star Wars franchise with all of these shows, movies, and things like that going forward, that it has tainted and kind of ruined a little bit the mystery and the legacy that was the original Star Wars trilogy. Because it's so much now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gotten so
like it's so big and it's so massive and there's so much, and now how there's like they're literally explaining every little thing. Every little thing is getting an explanation.
Yeah.
He's like that it's tainted it and it's removed the mystery and part of what made the original trilogy so great.
Yeah.
So you agree?
I agree. I agree. It's I guess you have levels of fandom in the Star Wars universe. I'm not at that level where I got to know every little nuance and every little thing. Oh, why is this that? Why is that this? And nah, I don't need to know all that. I just need to know who the characters are, if they have a backstory, what their backstory is, and how they fit into the current story.
Right.
That's all I need to know. You know, I don't need to know the explanation. And I knew we were in trouble with Star Wars when they began to give an explanation from the Force, an explanation for the Force.
Right.
When they were able to just say, well, this is why the Force exists. It is made up of blah, 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 microcarbon, blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting there.
You know, the midichlorians.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there listening to that, and I'm saying to myself, but that takes away, again, from the mystery of it. Because it's like, all right, if I can explain it, here's my thing. It's like, as if I can explain it, then I can create it.
Yeah. Well, again, you said you don't really care for spoilers. That's basically what the last episode said.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Last episode
said
of
Ahsoka.
Oh, really?
She's basically anyone that the Force is everywhere. Anyone can use it. You just got to have the gift for it and learn how to use it.
And learn how to use it.
That anybody
can
use the Force. And that even happened in one of the Star Wars movies. When Finn in that 8 when Finn and I'm gonna say his girlfriend because she really cared for him before she died, the other chick, when they were on that gambling planet, the kids who were the stable children, they were moving things with the Force, and it was just like, so just anybody now could just push stuff with the Force. Listen, the moment I can.
Because here's the thing. If it was something that was in your bloodstream that enabled you to tap into it, then all I got to do is get a transfusion from somebody with that type of blood.
Because according to the first three, you needed to have what they call midichlorians.
In your bloodstream, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And if you did not have a certain amount of midichlorians, you couldn't be a Jedi, and you could not tap into the Force.
See?
So now you're just like, you know what? Remember all of that stuff we said in these 3 movies? We were wrong.
Yeah. See, exactly. Exactly. And I was like, okay. So then what are you saying? The last 3 movies, they were wrong?
Yeah.
Because now you're basically telling me that anybody could really tap into it if they have these things in their bloodstream. And even if they don't have those things in their bloodstream, somebody's eventually going to figure out how to make them and how to synthesize them from somebody else's bloodstream who does have them and put it into their bloodstream. So it's like,
well, no, now according to Ahsoka, you ain't even got to do all of that.
See?
You just got to want to do it and try hard. And try really, really hard. and
really,
try
really hard.
really, really hard. And you too
You got to make
can be a Jedi Knight.
Got to make the Mitch McConnell face.
Yes. And you too can be a Jedi.
Oh goodness, yeah. So I totally agree with I totally agree with Liam on that one, because again, you made it. You know, they made the universe too big, too vast, and too. You know, they took away the mystery and the fun from it, and therefore, to me, the fun of it all. You know. So it's like, okay. Do I like? I don't. And so when I hear people talking about, or I'm sitting around listening to arguments about, you know, little sidebar things or little little nitpicky things. Not even nitpicky, but little things that to me don't really mean anything at all. I was like, I don't really need to know that what color the lightsabers represent. All I need to know is that they will cut you.
Right. I just
that they will work because when they need to do what they need to do.
At the end of the day, when Star Wars started, there was only like 2 Jedi anyway.
Exactly.
It was Obi-Wan and it was Luke and Yoda. Yep. And Yoda didn't have a lightsaber in the original. So there were 2 colors. There was green and there was blue.
Blue. Yep. That was
that was fine. That was okay. When all the other colors, like, because even in the 1, 2, and 3, when there were more Jedi, you either still only had a green lightsaber or a blue lightsaber, or unless you were Sam Jackson and you had a purple one.
And here's the thing. Until I found out, and I found this out for my son, that these colors represented something, I never even paid any attention to them. I only paid attention to the fact that they had them and that they were killing machines. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that they did what they were supposed to do. That's the only thing I really paid any attention to.
Because there's 2 shades of blue.
See? No. I never paid until my son pointed that out, because we were at a Comic-Con. And this is how this is how recent this is for me. We were at a Comic-Con and we were going around to the different displays, and they had a display, this one place you could go and they would make you a lightsaber, right? But they had all the different colors that you could choose from. And I said, well, why they gotta have all those colors? And my son said, oh, each color represents something. I was like, are you kidding me? He started breaking it down. Oh yeah, that color represents this, and that color represents that. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's too much work.
Yeah.
It's too much work.
It's too much.
The only one that needed an explanation, and that even didn't need an explanation, was why all the Sith Lords had red lightsabers.
Yeah.
But that was a simple explanation. They poured all of their hatred into the kyber crystal, and it turned red. I even thought it was cool how they explained why Kylo Ren's lightsaber, why that one had the 2 shooting out the side.
See, I didn't even.
You didn't know that one either?
Didn't even fathom it. It didn't even cross my
It wasn't
mind.
like I didn't even know how I found it, but I was just reading about it. And his is to the side, and his lightsaber is so like skewered.
Yes.
Why it's more like it's like a laser shot and not really like a traditional lightsaber. It's because when he was pouring his hatred into his kyber crystal, it was like he overdosed it.
He had a whole lot of hatred.
Yeah, like he hated a lot.
Yeah.
And he poured too much, and his cracked.
Oh.
So when he put it in the lightsaber, the 2 shooting out the side is because it was too much energy coming straight out the front.
Okay.
And like,
Spillage.
if he didn't have those 2 coming out, the lightsaber would explode and blow his hand off.
Ooh,
so he needed to have the 2 coming out the side.
Okay.
To balance his lightsaber and make sure,
Well, he had a whole lot of hatred.
Yeah, a whole lot of hatred. Whole lot of hatred.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. But that was, And then I was even intrigued. I was like, okay, when I read that, they turned their kyber crystals red by pouring hate into it. I was like, how the heck do you do that? And in playing this most recent Star Wars video game, you get a peek of that because there was a Jedi who wakes up from cryo sleep and he's pissed at all of the Jedi because he felt betrayed by the Jedi, and he like took his lightsaber apart. He's holding his kyber crystal in his hand, and then he's just pissed and he's ranting and he's like just yelling. And the more he yelled, you see the kyber crystal in his hand, which was gliding blue, it turns red.
Okay.
And then he's just like yelling, and the more he yelled, the redder it got. And then he put it back in the lightsaber, and then boom, it's a red lightsaber. And I was like, oh, okay,
all right,
that's cool, interesting.
Okay,
makes a little bit of sense.
All right,
but the rest of the colors,
I don't
care.
I don't care.
I don't care. Like Ray's got a yellow one. I'm sure they're gonna try to tell me why it's yellow.
Why it's yellow?
You know what I want to know about that? Where did Ray learn how to make a lightsaber?
See, you're saying stuff like that.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Who taught you?
Who taught you how to do that?
Who taught you how to do that? How to make a lightsaber?
Now,
I just want to know because I'm going to Disney. And I'm going to make me a lightsaber at Disney.
Yeah.
I'm going to make me a lightsaber at Disney. And I found out because Patrick went, I can go to Universal for free. So I'm going to go see Harry Potter and I'm going to go get me a wand from Diagon Alley. That's why I didn't buy one from the Harry Potter experience over in the city.
When are you going?
I don't know. I just got to figure that part out.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got to figure that part out.
But you are going.
Oh, I'm going.
Yeah. Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
But because, I got to get a wand.
I got to get, And I said that the next time, I have not gone that way in a while. Actually, since my son was small. But I said, I want to go back now. I said, but I want to go, not so much to Disney World, but I want to go to Universal. I want to go to the world of Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's a Universal.
I want to go to get me a wand.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to go get me a wand.
I want to get a wand.
And I want to go, literally, like, for me, that'd be an expensive ticket.
Yeah.
But I literally just want to go to Disney, go to the Star Wars stuff.
Yep.
Stay there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Get me my lightsaber. And I can go home.
Yeah.
I could go home. Because for me, I am no longer a roller coaster person.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm not really into the crazy rides.
Yeah,
and stuff,
like I'm not really,
I just want to go, walk around, go to the Harry Potter exhibit and walk around and get me a real wand. Yeah.
Yes.
Then drink me some butterbeer and go home. Yeah.
That reminds me, too. I got to try that. Because I did buy one of those.
You said you bought some. Yeah. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you said you bought some.
Yeah, I got to put it in the fridge so I can try it.
Yeah.
Try me some butterbeer.
Get me some butterbeer and go home. And I'm good. And I will be good. Yeah. Go and walk around the places and look at. I'm more interested into like walking around, looking at the exhibits and stuff, and doing than I would actually rides.
Yeah,
that's done.
Honestly, we could call it an episode.
But
before we go,
the only other thing I've been kind of like dividing my time up against with. I don't know if you watched it yet, but on HBO, it started out on Cinemax, but now it's on. They put it on Max. But what did it? Warrior. I don't know if you've watched it yet.
No, I have not.
Again,
was it good? Like I said,
great show. Great show. Good story. Great show. Fighting scenes. I haven't seen martial arts scenes like that since I have to be honest with you. I haven't seen martial arts scenes like that since the days of Bruce Lee. I mean, they are that well choreographed.
You never watch any of the Ip Man movies with Donnie Yen?
Even with of course the Ip Man movie. So let's say not since Bruce, but since the Ip Man movies.
Okay.
Yes. Oh yeah.
What's that movie? You ever seen The Raid?
Which one was that one?
Oh, I think I've never seen the first one. I've only seen the second one.
Was that the one where they were in the building?
Yes.
I've never seen the whole movie. I've only seen bits and pieces.
That movie's
really?
Incredible.
Really?
If you want to talk about some choreographed fight scenes, The Raid 2 is definitely a movie to watch. The Raid
2?
Yes.
Okay.
The Raid 2.
All right, now gave me something to go.
That's a movie right there.
Watch.
Yeah. Okay. That one is really good.
Okay. Yeah, because like I said, the Warrior, it's really a good movie, good storyline. Yeah, it's good. So they're in their third season. I think they
Okay.
just finished the third season. I'm still in I just started season 2. So by the time I get to season 3,
Right.
they will have finished
Okay.
the third season. But definitely a good watch.
Cool.
Yeah, and I'm trying to finish Death Note. You know, trying. No, yeah, a
The
friend of mine.
Netflix show?
Yeah, the anime.
Oh, the actual anime.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And speaking of which, I don't know if I think it came out today.
One Piece?
Yeah, I think that came out today. Okay. I still haven't decided whether or not. You know what? No, I am going to watch it eventually.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot.
Hopefully it's no Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Or Death Note.
They did Death Note into live?
Yes.
They did?
Yes.
Oh no, I wouldn't watch it live. I'm having a hard enough time getting through the. You know what it is? I'm a person who kind of like really, I really gets in, and Death Note is, even though it's a short anime, it's really involved. It's kind of involved, and I'm trying to really so I'm trying to really understand what's going on.
Yes.
You know, so. It's not really a simple story.
Oh no, that is honestly
That is not a simple.
the beauty of anime.
Yeah, it is
because they do not.
No, it is not a simple story. So it's not like you can't just kind of like just watch it and turn your brain off.
No.
You got to watch it with intent.
Yes.
You really have to watch it. You really have to watch it with intent. And you know, I have a tendency not to do that, especially if I'm watching something animated, because most animated stuff is pretty much. Laid out before you. But when you're watching anime, it's like, all right, everything means something.
Yes.
Everything means something.
And how they get you is, it starts off paper thin.
Yeah.
But then the more you get into it,
Yeah.
you find out it's not just this one sheet of paper.
Yeah.
There's a whole mountain of books
Oh my God.
behind it
Oh my God. No.
that you've got to get through.
No.
And it's like, even like the episodes you think are filler
Yeah.
are not filler. They all it all serves a purpose
Everything.
to the main story somehow.
Yeah, somehow or another. And it's like,
It's spectacular storytelling. Oh yeah, it's
yeah,
spectacular storytelling.
the storytelling is incredible, and I like Death Note. I'm not, and again, I always tell people all the time. For me, for me to really watch something that intently, I gotta like the characters, and I really don't like them. They are all. I don't really like any of them. Some of them, a couple of them, I would really, really, really want to see them die, but they're integral parts of the story. So I'm like, okay, all right, but yeah, they're. I gotta like I don't really like any of the characters. The main character. Have you watched it?
No.
Okay. There's one of the main characters called L, and he's like really, really, he's like the quote unquote super detective in the movie, trying to find out the story of the Death Note and trying to find out who's killing people but he's so darn obnoxious, and he's so, oh my God, he's so obnoxious and arrogant, and then just like totally flighty. I'm sitting there like, all right, would you finish and hurry up and solve this mystery so that you can just go away? Because I'm like, you are annoying.
He grinds your gears.
Yeah, man.
He grinds your gears.
Grinds my gears, man. I'm like, every time he starts talking, I'm sitting there like, somebody punch him in the face. Somebody punch him, because he's the one in charge of everything.
Right.
And he doesn't have a lot of regard for people. Everybody's a suspect. And he's really arrogant about the whole thing. And I'm thinking like, why don't somebody punch him in the face? And then one day somebody finally did. And I was like, thank you, Jesus. You did that for me. Because I was like, I would have been hit him. It's like, somebody got to punch him in the face. And the one guy that he suspected, but come to find out, he suspects him, but he suspects him for a reason, because it is the guy.
Right.
And
there's always that one person who's like, yo, it's you.
Yeah.
I can't prove it yet, but I know it's you.
Yeah, he's like, I know it's you. And it's just a matter of time before I finally prove it's you. But he got so frustrated with him at one point, he punched him in the face, and then they started fighting. I was like, get him, because y'all been this has been working up for a while now.
Right.
Yeah. But again, but that's what I'm watching. I'm trying to finish Death Note. Luckily, it's only 39 episodes. See, you see how well I know that? It's like, what episode am I up to now? 25? Okay. I can do the rest because they're short episodes, half an hour. And so I'm sitting there like, okay, all right. But you got to really, really watch it. You can't just, but there is a movie connected to it also. There is a long version of the movie too. So after I watch this, I will probably watch that because I don't know I don't know if it's a prequel or a sequel, but
it's in there somehow.
Yeah, but it's in
there somehow.
Yeah, it's in there somehow.
I actually have a long laundry list of animes to catch up on. I actually just got a Crunchyroll subscription so that I can watch it all. Yeah. Because I got to catch up on. Just drew a complete Demon Slayer. I got to catch up on that. I got to catch up on.
Somebody tried to get me to watch Demon Slayer, and I was like, after I looked at how many episodes it was, I was like,
Oh yeah, because I got to finish. What did I just start? I just started the Mugen Train arc of Demon Slayer. So I got to watch that. I got to catch up on My Hero Academia.
And that's the one Greg keeps trying to get me to watch. He keeps saying, you got to watch Hero Academia.
Can I join that bandwagon?
Really? He said you got to watch.
My Hero Academia?
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, he said the same thing. He said you would love it. He said you haven't watched it yet. He said, so you don't really know. He said, but I guarantee you. He said, I know you. He said, if you watch this, you're gonna love it. And so maybe that'll be the next one.
Yeah. Especially because once you get to when All Might fight All for One, that episode that episode right there, I ain't seen a fight that good since Goku fought Frieza.
Really?
For the first, that's how hyped I was watching that.
Really?
The first time I watched Goku fight Frieza.
Okay. All right. Like I said,
and just shout out to Goku for just being amazing, just because every, and just starting off all black kids' love of anime.
Yeah. No, that I will give. I have to give it a shout out for, because Dragon Ball Z opened up the
doorways.
The door for a lot of
black kids who would not have found it.
Who would not have found
otherwise.
But because of the fact that they made that mainstream. They made Dragon Ball Z mainstream.
Yeah.
In other words, you didn't have to go online. They made it. Was this on channel?
Shout out to Toonami too.
Yeah. Toonami
made Cartoon Network.
Made it a part of Toonami, and so naturally, kids were able to see it. Kids were able to see it, and that would have never
every
been
day at 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock.
Would not have been exposed, and they got hooked on it, and that opened up the door for them to watch other things, and so it exposed them to a whole new, and to really good storylines.
Yes, absolutely,
really good storylines. I got to give it to them. The anime storylines they are incredible.
I'm not gonna show you a clip of just how great Goku still is.
Really?
Yeah, the man is incredible. But before we get out of here, I do have to give a shout out to Boy Wonder. Boy Wonder from season 1. My nephew Juju, for the clips for the last episode. The clips that were posted on social media from the last episode.
Yeah,
he did those.
Get out of here! I saw the clips and I was chuckling about that. I was like, oh snap! Okay, all right.
Yeah, he did those.
Juju did those.
Oh,
that's
Shout
out, man! You did your thing.
Shout out to Juju.
You did your
Job
thing.
well done. Yeah, he's
your thing.
He's on retainer.
He's on retainer.
He's on payroll. He actually
don't sign with nobody else.
Yeah, I am actually I'm paying him for each clip he gives me. I give him something for it.
That was good.
Yeah.
I was amazed. I said, okay, Mo is putting in some overtime.
Yeah,
but no, it was Juju.
I outsourced. I was like, listen. I was like, why not? I just was like, yo, let me see what you can do. I was like, just create the clip. And then he sent me the first one. And then I was like, oh, I like those. And then he just, he sent me 3 right off the bat. I asked him for 1, and he just sent me 3. And I was like, wow, incredible.
That is incredible. How That just in and of itself is
Yeah.
incredible.
So-
that he knew how to do that already.
Yes.
Oh
So-
man, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Shout out to you.
Shout
kid.
out. Shout out. Good job. Keep
So
it
yeah,
up.
you've got more work to do because
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to tell you to do something for these.
Yeah.
But yeah, until the next
Till the
one,
next one.
we out.
We out. Peace.